So
Hold on.
here.
Give 30
No.
seconds of dead air.
All right, go ahead. I'm posting the topics on the Skype. And then we'll stream prank calls.
Alright, we're live. We is live!
We live. This is the 5-minute pre-show
That's right.
where you get to see us fumble.
I got it to where it's not actually showing us right now. It's just showing the TWS Podcast Easter special screen.
Can
That's
hear
why
us?
I'm making a dumb face.
They can hear us? Hey,
Yeah, they
does
can
my
hear us.
face need to be closer to the camera, or am I good?
I wanted to say, I was gonna say yes, but I
You're good.
didn't want
I
to.
mean, I can if you feel awkward, I can back my chair up a little bit. So
Yeah, dude, we all hanging back.
Yeah, I kind of like my camera where it's at. I can get news reporter
Yes.
style, I guess.
news reporter
is
status.
Let's put it as much. Wait, I can go a little bit closer. But then the light.
Yeah, they
right
can
on top
see
of my
us.
head.
Wait, GTA's coming out early?
Yeah.
Wait.
Or no. They're releasing like a lot of information early.
Oh, I was gonna say because yeah, they have an expected release date of my birthday.
Well, I guess I can zoom my camera too. Can I? Wait, I don't think I can make it any.
Yeah, that's what I do with mine.
I can make myself smaller. I can't make myself bigger.
Oh God.
Brass.
Brass. Stop it.
You got the slip and slide going on there.
Silence! I kill you!
Alright. No, none of that.
That kind of reminds me of the 24 thing, but not as cool.
No, it does not.
I said not as cool.
Wait, I can get my soundboard off. Hold on. Oh, you guys probably heard this. So let me see my soundboard. Let me put my actual lower back up.
It's
You
gonna
guys,
be like
you guys
a
had me farting,
chick
so I was saying
moment.
excuse me for a while.
We go live in 2 minutes. Which, I mean, we're live now, but yeah.
Live.
So welcome to the TWS Easter special, beginning in 2 minutes and 2 minutes remaining.
And you suck at announcing.
I do. But my name is Jerry Graham, and I'm awesome.
Oh my God. I don't get how that got so many views, but.
Hold on, here's an intro beat. You guys hear?
What?
I'm not hearing nothing.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Nope.
Wonder why it's not going out.
Are you running it through your mixer?
Yeah.
Gotta have it set to the like if you have your mixer set up to where it's playing the audio from your sound card then looping it back in, you gotta play it from your computer for it to pick it up unless you got it now.
Yeah, I got audio hijack. You should be able to hear it.
Yo, we got 1 minute.
You got the virtual cable set up the right way though for the
Yeah.
hijack?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I think I do because I got to send it. I got my masters being sent out there. I'm probably gonna just hijack the sound.
Now they can see our faces, so
Test. Yeah, I hear myself. I'm monitoring it.
I hope that we're gonna be doing prank calls tonight.
no
can't
prank
hear
calls
that?
tonight. No, I can't hear it. No, we're not doing prank calls.
You don't have to take part in it, but
No, because it's April Fool's Day, so they're expecting to be pranked.
yeah, but not like hookers or anything.
I told you they
We're
won't
not
answer
doing the
those.
hookies. Let's not do the
The
hookies,
hookies.
man.
Dude, come on. Okay, I'll find something better then. I'll find something exceptionally good.
And plus, I can't dial the numbers for my house because I tested it when I was at my dad's house, and it shows my Google Voice number. And I was kind of bummed about that. I was like, man. Oh, by the way, we are live, so.
Oh, hey. Hi, people. Episode 12. We're going to be short people. That would be Matt and Mickey. They are currently... I don't fucking know. But we have Braz here to fill in for them.
What?
Live 2 play.
I'm filling
Yeah.
in for 2 people?
Yeah, you're
That's
filling in
right.
for two, so double your ego. And
I
then
can
we
do it.
have the lovely diehard, C Senor.
Si, senor.
And then you got me, so sub me, not them.
No, don't sub him.
Yeah. Alright, so I suppose we're gonna start with the topics. Alright, so this one, a lot of people in the news have been talking about is just a chick named Jody Ann Arias. I know I probably just bombed that name. She shot her boyfriend in the head, stabbed him 28 times, and slit his throat from ear to ear, and she's playing self-defense.
Well,
From what?
exactly.
What was after her?
Wait, basically, he was at his computer, okay, and she came up on him in self-defense, and stabbed him 9 times in the back, slit his throat ear to ear, like so it's like up here to down here, kept stabbing him in like the chest, and then shot him in the head. And then she drove over to another guy's house and had sex with that guy.
All in self-defense.
Yes, all in self-defense. And she tried saying that she had a new boyfriend. She was over it. I don't know. And then she ended up like dyeing her hair. Like, okay, this chick actually is like a little bit hot.
But she was supposedly obsessed with the dude then anyway, right?
Yeah, something like that. But dude, like, how is that
I need a photo. You said she's hot?
She's like a little bit hot, like the older picture of her. She dyed her hair black and like put on some glasses and stuff just to make her look more like intellectual and less
less murderous. Okay, so let me get this straight. She stabbed him first, right?
She stabbed him like 8 or 9 times in the back.
Okay, but he more than like I mean the typical person. I mean you can get stabbed like maybe 8 or 9 times. I'm assuming it wasn't in the exact same spot because you can't stab the same spot repeatedly. So she was probably moving around. So I'd imagine she was probably trying. Maybe she was making like one of those heart. Like remember, like the girls at school, Braz, and they used to like draw the little hearts on your hand. Maybe she was trying to make a heart on his chest.
I didn't like that.
I love
my parents always told me I can get ink
but fucking die.
They kept writing on me. You know I'm black, so they weren't writing on me. They were like tracing what they wrote to make it show up. So I was getting like Sharpies or double thick lines.
But like how is that? The saddest thing though is that she's talking bad about the guy like in front of his family, saying that he was like a sexual deviant, and they can't say anything because otherwise she can call it a mistrial. She's getting so like they're down to like what she eats for breakfast. Like they're that into her shit.
See, I mean, well, the thing is though, like, okay, let's say he was like attacking her. Okay, let's
from his computer desk, staring at his computer.
Let's just say hypothetically he had attacked her earlier in the day. Okay, let's say he roughed her up a little bit or whatever.
She had no bruises or marks on her.
Let's just say that this
hypothetically,
is
Bunny.
Yeah, this is the situation. So she stabs him about 10 times. Okay, she probably tried to stab him 10 times, but she ran out of energy after the 9th one. So she stabs him 10 times. Then she picks up a gun and shoots him, or she slit his throat ear to ear first.
She shot him last.
Okay, so she shot him last. So she first off, if she cut his I'm gonna say, is it aorta?
I guess that's like around there.
Sure.
I can't think his
There's more than one aorta in the body. The aorta is a type of like vein.
Well, no, I'm saying I can't think what it's called now, and I was just watching.
The main thing in his neck. The main thing.
His
carotid artery.
His carotid artery, right? Yeah. So if she cut it ear to ear, this is ear to ear, right? That would be that.
It'd be like
this is the ear. Yeah. This is the ear.
Your carotid is right here. Like it's very
you have to be from behind to do that.
Right. But if she goes like this, right? That's going over his Adam's apple and everything else. He would be dead. There's no he was dead before she shot him.
Well, nobody said that he wasn't.
Okay,
that's what makes her more insane. She stabbed
him 9 times in the back. I think that's enough to kill a guy. If you're going around through his chest, that's gonna hit the heart eventually. And then she stabs him like another 20 times in like the stomach and chest.
Dude,
from
she
the
is
front
pretty.
side. So like
Maybe she was acting out the Scream movie.
No, he turned and kept on going, and then he died, and she still slit his throat and then shot him in the head.
There she is there, and she's pretty.
Is that supposed to be a picture of her?
Yeah, I would
I posted. Oh, no.
I might get stabbed.
See, I think that if I was in a situation like that, like I just got done sleeping with this hot but a little bit weird chick, and she pulls out a knife and says, "Sorry, I have to kill you." What I would do is I'd say, "No, no, no, you'll get in trouble. Let me do it." And she's like, "Oh, you really care about me, and that I won't kill you." But then you take the time and you punch the bitch in the face.
And run.
And then you drag her down the stairs, teabag her, phone her one more time, and then, yeah, put her in like the river. All while she's unconscious.
That's sick, Bunny.
What's the matter with you?
Like, you're as bad as her.
You guys are a match made in heaven.
Hey, look at the thing I put in the chat.
Oh, here we go. Oh, man. I'm not trying to be redirected to this. I'm being redirected.
Call that. I'll handle it. Just call that.
I don't want to be redirected.
Oh,
Well, you know what? Who called last week anyway? I can't call.
Oh, it was Matt. I can call probably.
Well, see, that blows that out of the water.
I can call if someone wants to take it.
I told you, I'm not doing the stripper thing this week. They're expecting to get pranked today, so.
Whatever, let's just do it. Okay, so is there anything... So, like, seriously, what would you guys do if you just got done sleeping with this chick? She pulls out a knife and says, "I'm sorry, I have to kill you." What would you guys do?
I don't think she would warn... Wait, did she warn a dude? No, she didn't warn a dude. So...
Yeah,
like,
no, you guys just got done doing it.
But she didn't turn around and say, "Hey, I gotta kill you," did she?
No, like, she's on your chest, like, afterwards saying, like, "Oh, that was so good," but then she whips out a fucking knife and says, "Sorry, babe."
She wouldn't say sorry. She wouldn't say anything. It would just happen. So,
no,
like I have to
she
think
gives
fast.
you, like, a 5-second thing, like, saying, "I'm sorry, but I have to kill you," or, like, "I'm gonna kill you." Like,
I think that would have to be my response. I'm gonna kill you back. Like,
well, like, if she did that, I would magically, run my happy ass off as fast as I could, as far away as I possibly could
what
get.
if she, like, jumps on your back? It's like...
You know,
saying,
people in life and death situations, though,
knife, you're fucked.
like in life and death situations, though, some people are able to, you know, come up with superhuman feats of strength. So
adrenaline, baby. Well, you know what? See, I used to think that same thing, and that argument was totally disproved by that woman about 2 weeks ago, who the two boys shot the baby in the head, and she only got shot in the leg. Like, come on now. What's more adrenaline than a mother's adrenaline? Yeah. Like, why didn't you stop that
ripped
from
them in half? Like,
why didn't you stop that?
There's such thing as adrenaline, like giving you supernatural strength. Those guys would have been ripped in half.
There's no way. So yeah, I used to subscribe to that belief of adrenaline. You can do extraordinary things in extraordinary situations.
You see, I think you can, but to a point, not to.
But the point is, your kids. That's the point.
Skepti, can you hear what we're saying on here? I just want to make sure our audio's all good. I noticed he's posting the comment there, so that's when you guys want to check it on the stream real quick. I can't because I got it up on both of mine.
You got a lot of shit going on, don't you?
I do.
Alright, so the next topic is the next gen console of the Xbox. We don't know what it's going to be called yet. They're talking about it might be being released on E3 or at E3.
A rumor that it possibly might come out around E3. There's a possible rumor, and I'm saying that would be pretty awesome.
That'd suck.
That'd be awesome. That'd be good.
I want it as a Christmas present so I don't have to pay for it.
Uh-oh, we got two Brazzes in here.
Yeah, you gotta disconnect one of me.
I can kick him. I like kicking.
Alright, we'll kick the one that needs kicked, because I gotta...
Kick the right Braz.
I kicked the left. Did I kick the wrong one?
No, I'm still here.
All right. So, what do you guys think? Like, what would you do if it was released on E3? Like, I don't have enough money to go buy it for myself.
I'd go pick it up.
Christmas.
What's been released on E3?
The Xbox.
Yeah, there's possibility that Xbox may come out at E3.
That's a big
like it might be available for retail.
Yeah.
Just a possibility, though. It's not set in stone. It's not a guarantee. It's just a possibility of a rumor. Like, it's not from a completely trustworthy source. I'm just kind of going off of what I saw on other people's videos based on that. And I mean, because let's face it, Xbox got the jump on the PS3. Everybody will admit that Xbox got the jump, and that's why the 360 did so good. Microsoft jumped it, and they did really good because they jumped. So they want to get that jump again. They know what PS3 is packing, because Sony's been real voicey about it. So,
but they can't stop it. They can't stop it.
I think that that Sony was kind of stupid for doing that, because now Microsoft's like, all right, let's add all those features and more.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like, it costs a lot of money to do those things, and Microsoft, they didn't become a multi-billion-dollar company by spending all their money. So, I mean, they'll still restrict certain things. I mean, like the possibility of them not playing used games. Right, but by them saying that they might not be allowing used games and stuff, like, I don't think that that's going to pan out. I think that they're going to recant that.
They would fuck the shit out of GameStop.
Right, and I think they'll take it back. But even the PS3 or the PS3 itself was built to where it wasn't allowed to do reverse or backwards compatible. Like, the software exists on the PS3 right now where they could stop people from playing with used games, but they never enforced it. Same with the PS4.
But still, how can you tell if a game is used now? Don't you have to put something in the game? Like,
see, the way that works,
already put it in to see that it's used.
They'll have the CD, like this is how they did with Battlefield 3. Inside of the game case, if it's a new game, they'll have a code. And
no. The way that it's supposed to work is from the deal. So, like, here's a good example. Like on the where's that? It's around the inner ring of a disc. Like, this is my Gears disc, but it's on the bottom ring here. You'll see the SLUS code, which also shows up on the back of all discs on the very inner ring. Like, it shows up in there. So when it spins and the laser hits it, it's reading partials of it. That would be one way that they could hypothetically, lock.
But if you're saying that the PS3 can do it already, that means that they've already been adding that to
it's in there. Like, the PS3 was very seeable. Like, on my Metal Gear Solid 4 disc, like, if you run that in a Blu-ray player, the bottom of it, it won't it'll read off the SLUS code, and it'll say what game it is, and that's what that means, because it's reading the information that's on the disc. That's what it does. It just reads the information, and it would tie it to your console, so your console ID would be, the only console that could play it. But
I don't know, man.
I
wouldn't like that at all.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that they'll do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they'll both allow used games on their consoles, because it would kill the game.
You have to. You would just lose so much of a market.
Exactly, it would kill the game market.
Honestly, if they seriously do that, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna go to PC gaming.
I'm not gonna buy it. Yeah, you are gonna buy it.
No,
all your friends are gonna have one.
Buy it next gen.
You're not gonna have anybody to play with.
Shut up. If they make it to where I have to buy always new games, I'm not gonna buy that console.
But how many new games do you actually buy now overused? Like,
I bought Halo 4, Black Ops 2, Battlefield 3, Far Cry 3.
All used or all new?
Those ones I bought new, and then for games like
so how do you lose money? You're buying the top titles new.
That's what 5 titles that are new, right? I have 35 games. The 30 other ones I all bought used.
You're right, but you probably traded other games in to get those.
One out of my 7. No. 1 out of the 7 games I own are new. So I'd be losing 6 out of the 7 games I have, and I'd be stuck with just the big titles. I don't want that. I play fucking Fallout 3.
But
like,
what we're saying, how you got
daily.
all those, how you got so many used games. You got those used games because previously you bought a new game that garnered you X amount of used games in return. You still bought a new game at some point to get those used games.
No. Okay,
No one's
to,
recycling used and buying used.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Basically, used games. Okay, people trade in their games that they bought to GameStop, and then the GameStop turns around and sells those.
Right.
I buy those, but I wouldn't be able to play them because they've already been played by someone else.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna fully implement something like that. I mean, they will have the software available, and it would be up to the developers. But
I don't think they will. But if they do, fuck you.
Well, what about like, I mean, because they were saying that the PS3 and right, they were saying like the PS4 and the new Xbox are supposed to have PVRs built in, and some people were like, oh, it's only gonna, like they said the PS4 can only record. Well, they said that like the PS4 can only record up to 15 minutes of gameplay. You know, so I mean,
full video.
Right, but
wait, that's not. Why can it only do that little?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like they said, it had a huge hard drive, but I'd imagine that it would probably be something along. Like it'd probably be up to the developer themselves to decide how long the PVR could record, because you got to take into consideration that, you know, they're possibly recording copyrighted material. It could get uploaded to YouTube and all kinds of stuff like that. So.
But I'm pretty sure, like now, like exactly what Call of Duty does for live streaming. There's a lot of games that probably could have done it already too. It's just Call of Duty was the first one to take advantage and do it.
Yep. I mean, and the downside of that is you can only stream at what, 240 or 360?
360, yeah, it's only at 3. But the 360 still looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. A lot of people hate on like 720 and 360. Like I don't really give a shit.
Well, like the thing is, with the PVRs, I mean, I guess it comes down to like the limitations they want to have. Like the home DVRs and PVRs now, like, you know, my Uverse box, you know, that thing records up to 1080p or 1080i or whatever. You know, it's like a 2 terabyte hard drive in that. You know, that can record hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of you know, HD footage. So I don't know, it depends. I will know more as it gets closer, but I, for one, if Microsoft says, even if they don't tell everybody, oh, we're going to release it at E3, if they just show up at the E3 Expo and they're like, you know what, you can buy the new Xbox, it's in your local store starting tomorrow morning, I will be one of the first people in line.
I would get it too. I would, just because, I mean, I honestly would do it because everybody else would be getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that they'll announce that at E3, but they'll set the sales to like a week before Christmas.
No, they do it end of October, mid-November.
Yeah, if you look, the longest product release that they had, or you know, product release or a release after announcement would have been Kinect. Now it's only because they had to show proof of concept first. You know, what the next 360 is going to be, there's no proof of concept really needed. Like you already know they know, like you said, Die Hard, they already know they can't compete with PlayStation.
Right.
They can't compete with that.
And they want to get they want the jump. They need the jump again. That's what boomed it so good for them, because they got that jump. If they hadn't gotten that jump, everybody'd have a PS3 and nobody'd have a 360 because they wouldn't have given a shit. They'd have been like, you know what? Yeah. Because with the 2007 models that came out from the Xbox, they would have been like, you know what? Not even worth it. And that would have just killed Microsoft in the video game industry. But they got a year jump on PS3.
I think that after that they sold the 360 and the 360, it just rocked the fuck out of PS3. That I don't think that they'll need to really rely on the jump. I don't know.
They need that. They need the jump though, because like
why is PS3 waiting? Why did they do it first?
Because Sony's coming. Because Sony, like when they announced the PS3, I think the PS3 was what, 3 years behind what it was supposed to be actually released.
Yeah, 3 years behind what it was supposed to be released, but about a year and a half after Xbox.
Yeah, so it was originally supposed to come out early.
I know why they're waiting. It's the failure that they had with PS2. I mean, yeah, with PS2 and with the PS3 was that they didn't have a good launch lineup. They failed at the launch lineup. And
Exactly.
they said they're not going to do that again. So they're giving developers time to make good games, great games to come out at launch.
Because Sony is hell-bent on using the single-cell processor that is extremely powerful. Although the architecture of the PS4, according to Woody's gamertag, is supposed to be very similar to computers, Northbridge, Southbridge. So
They're making these consoles
x86,
so close to computers.
Well, no, I mean, that's just the thing. Like, typically, the way game consoles are set up, they're not set up with Northbridge, which handles all the high-end stuff, like, how many processes you can run per nanosecond, things like that, like your RAM, the processing power, the graphics processing, things like that. Usually, they don't run on a North and South bridge. I think it's on it's not called East and West bridge, but they run on on a parallel side-to-side type format. Like if you crack open your console, you can tell that it's laid out completely differently, and but now it's north and south bridge, so it's.
Hey, buddy.
Do you want to call a hooker tonight?
No, we're not calling a hooker. You guys keep talking. I'll be right back in 1 second.
So the way I see it is that, like, when you look at what the PS3 did, their hottest title, their hottest what would you call it? Like console exclusive. Their exclusive titles didn't come out until maybe 2.5 years after they released it, and that wasn't Heavenly Sword that they thought it was going to be.
No. It came out with Killzone. Killzone came out at the same time the PS3.
The Killzone hasn't been hot since Killzone 3. I mean, Killzone 3 was probably the best one on PS3. But
yeah, that's the one that was released with the PS3.
Right, but that didn't come out until the PS3 was already out about 4 years by the time Killzone 3 came out. Yeah, the PS3 was out for a long time. It was out for a long time before the best exclusives actually were released on the console, and they just don't want to make that same mistake again. Like, I mean, Uncharted is the best series right now, hands down. Uncharted is the best series that's exclusive to Xbox or exclusive to PS3. They didn't have enough development time
Xbox,
to make
there's just so many titles that are exclusive to it, and just so much better than any.
That's the thing. So
Halo, Gears of War.
And now what you can do is what Microsoft already knows. They can come out with a console in June and not have to worry about having the best exclusive launch lineup because they already have hot games that are already out. Gears of War just came out. They're not going to lose anything. That's the thing. Microsoft has nothing to lose to come out with their console in June. They have nothing to lose. PlayStation will have everything to lose if they came out early.
Okay, let's just all take a vote. Who is the best? What's the best console?
PS3.
Computer.
Computer's not a console.
Oh, the best console?
Like, okay, so you asked the best console or the best platform?
Let's do platform and console.
Mac.
Console, Xbox, platform, PC.
Okay, I will agree with Braz on Mac only for certain things. But
Screw Mac.
No. Actually, I'd have to say Linux, best platforming way, but it's still based
Ubuntu.
on the architecture.
Ubuntu.
Stuff. Yeah, Ubuntu's awesome. I actually have a bootloader for Ubuntu on my.
I want to put it on my VM firmware.
I don't know.
Overall,
are we just doing current gen, or are we just doing current gen, past gens, or what?
Overall.
Over like every generation.
Okay, here, let me go through it. The PlayStation has one more generation than Xbox, and that's because Xbox came out around PS2, and the PS1 came out before the Xbox, right?
You are totally incorrect, man.
Is it the other way around?
Sony has upwards of 3 generations entirely, like before Xbox. Because
I'm talking about PlayStation 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
And then there's the Xbox, and then Xbox 360.
But they're made by Sony Computer Entertainment America, or SCEA, and SCEA was originally going to work with Nintendo. That would have been
We're comparing PlayStations and Xboxes.
Well, what about Nintendo?
Yeah, what about Nintendo?
Fuck Nintendo.
And Sega. I mean,
yeah,
if we're
Sega
talking
Genesis,
consoles that spans all 8 generations.
Xbox 360 and PlayStation. All right.
So only the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 1, then PS1, because I could do the swap trick. It had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of titles. You said PlayStation.
Wait. I'm talking about the place. Okay, 1. Xbox was destroyed by the PlayStation 2. We can all agree on that, right?
Dude, the Xbox was dead before it even launched because of the PS2. The PS2 had hundreds of launch titles.
But see, but you're confused. You're confusing something too. Like the original Xbox was trying to compete with the GameCube, not the PS2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it was trying to compete with GameCube and Sega Saturn, not Saturn.
No, Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was like not.
Dreamcast was the shit. Now if you're talking about that era, Dreamcast wins.
Yeah,
Dreamcast wins.
Dreamcast, yes, was good, but like it was really under.
Remember Power Stone? Oh man.
The Dreamcast was awesome. The only thing that happened, like if Sega wouldn't have, what's the word I'm looking for? If they wouldn't have made their other bad investments, the Dreamcast it probably would have outpowered the PS. Like it would have overtoppled like what the PS2 had to offer because the Dreamcast was amazing.
It'd probably still be a console today.
Yeah, Sega.
I don't think it would make it.
Well, not today, but they would have had something. You know, they would have came up with something.
But yeah, I mean, like they would still be like a heavy hitter though. Today, if they didn't fuck up before.
But yeah, the Xbox
console makers don't fuck up.
Yeah. Well, originally when the Xbox came out, it came out to compete with the game.
The GameCube.
So everything is
We have
dead
to finish
compared
that
to the
for you.
PS2 though.
I just found my GameCube too.
That is the
before the Xbox and
the GameCube
Xbox
was actually pretty
360
cool.
and
I wasn't a big
PS3.
fan of like the controller, but
Before the Xbox 360 and the PS3, the GameCube and the PS2 demolished anything. Just for the generation before the Xbox 360 and PS3.
You gonna say the GameCube and the PS2?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
agree. Just the
GameCube and
PS2. The PS2 is in its
was-
own tier.
Yeah, I don't think the GameCube demolished anything. It was sweet.
No.
It was
But
nice.
they held their own against the PS2 though. They did pretty good.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think because by the time, that's what I'm saying. It was the GameCube. It was GameCube and the original
From
Xbox.
a younger
And once
person's
by the time the
perspective.
PS2 came around, see, maybe that's it because maybe you just didn't spend enough time with the PS2. Or I mean, with the GameCube and the Dreamcast and what was the other console? Oh snap! There was another one.
There was the Dreamcast. There was
It was the Dreamcast.
They were trying to reinvent the
GameCube,
whole time, which they didn't.
Xbox.
It was Dreamcast, GameCube, Xbox. There was the PS2, and then there was the
There was something else we were playing. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm thinking. No, we were still playing 64.
Yeah. The 64 was still very prominent during the PS2 days.
I was still playing 64.
Okay, 64 is the shit. Alright.
Actually, you know, originally the 64 was meant to be CD based. It wasn't meant to be cartridge based. But Nintendo wanted to maintain their ability to lock cartridges to specific platforms. So.
Yeah.
And the cartridges only had a limited capacity that they were allowed to exceed before they couldn't do anything. Otherwise, the 64 probably would have been the king of kings of the seventh generation. Yeah, no, sixth. Why did I say seventh? Sixth. But the thing with like the GameCube, like it came in at the tail end, like with the Xbox. They didn't. The PS2 had Sony had such a jump with the PS2, and the PS1 was still really strong. And I mean, I was still playing on a PS1 when I was 15 years old. That was
10
years ago.
Yeah, PS1 was good too. See, we got spoiled. I think we got spoiled.
What was that one game that you were like you drove around in like an arena in a car and you just
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Yep, that was
We knew it before you could even get the rest of that out.
Yeah, that game was sweet.
Dude, Twisted Metal Black Edition was pretty
That was
good.
the first game I played on the PlayStation 1.
There's the Silent Hill games came from the PS1.
Oh my god, don't even say that.
Resident Evil games came from the PS1. They redid
the thing is, though,
Chrono
the
Trigger.
The Xbox was like the new guy that came out on the block though, and like a lot of featured titles didn't want to go with them. And Halo was like
Not with the original Xbox. The original Xbox did not have the kind of like I'm not saying you got like beer goggles on for this, but they kind of got shunned. Like
I know they were like new and no one.
Yeah, nobody wanted to work with Microsoft, and
Until
everybody knew how to work with the PS2.
Yeah, and then Halo came out, and everyone wanted to play Halo.
And that's why. Yeah, you know, it's kind of sad though, and I'm not saying I love Microsoft. Like I said, I will buy their new console when it comes out, but Microsoft was able to beat Sony in failed console numbers with the '07 models of the Xbox 360. That is unfortunate, because remember those fat PS2 bras? Like, remember
those fat PS2?
Remember when they had
I still fucking have one.
Like they failed so bad. Like that's why it was such the highest selling console. Yeah, because they would crash and die, and you'd have to send it back, and then they'd make you pay for shipping, which they'd count as a sale of a console, because the shipping was like $80.
They used the same SKU.
Yeah.
I remember a story about that. It turned out that Sony was using the same SKU as the console to ship returns or replacement consoles, but only charge at $50. So their SKU price was like if industry analysts tried to estimate what their earnings were, they were using that SKU even though they were only getting $50 from it.
Yep.
So it inflated their earnings. That was crazy.
Let's just all agree that the PC is the best.
Can't agree with that.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I can't not agree with that.
See, I gotta agree with Braz on that, because, like, okay, and this is might be way over your head, Nick, but back when when the new consoles came out, and even to this day, computers still can't do it. But like emulators, that was always a big thing. You know, like everybody wanted to be able to emulate their favorite games and stuff through the emulators. And you know, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Atari, MAME. I mean, all these emulators were available. But when the PS2 came out, they didn't get a successful running PS2 emulator until after the 360 came out.
See, you're just thinking along the lines of emulators. When you get on Steam, like, that's the reason I fucking love PC is that Steam. Steam is the reason.
Then buy the Valve system.
Right, but see, the problem with it's not about being stuck on emulators. It's about realizing that if a PC was so great, then it shouldn't take so much to emulate, if that's the word we're using.
The issue is that the reason that PC gaming isn't as big as Xbox is that they don't have. I wish that some company would make a computer that is just strictly for gaming. And I know Alienware stuff.
They have
like
Xboxes, PS3s. Those are computers made for gaming.
Exactly, but I wish that they would make one that is cheap enough so 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds, because that's like the most of Xbox 360.
You mean like a Ouya?
Along those. Okay, Ouya is the gayest sounding console ever.
You know, right now, like with their launch and stuff going on, like nothing against them. I mean, it could turn around.
PC is too expensive. There you go. There.
The
thing is with PC is that it's too expensive.
It's not too expensive.
I would say it's too expensive.
I'll buy a new computer. It's going to cost me $1,200.
It's too expensive to maintain. The biggest issue with PCs is that their lifespans are so short when you talk about.
6 months.
I'm not saying like PC lifespan is a generation. Obviously, PC is going to be around and it has been around. But when you look at PCs keep upgrading every 6 months. And in order for you to stay up with it, you got to keep on doing something else.
PCs are the fastest deteriorating thing other than games. Like, PCs deteriorate so fast. Because, like, they're outdated and they're worth nothing in 6 months.
Games shouldn't devalue as fast as they do, but they do. But PCs is understandable.
If you go to GameStop, buy a new game, open it, and close it, it's $30 less.
I don't know. It just depends on the employee at GameStop.
Well, if you got a cool one. Alright, so if you guys, let's move off. This is gonna cause some bad blood.
You can't win. That's why.
You can't win.
Do you want me to go? Because I'll keep going.
Well, no, I mean, we can go on to the next subject.
But... I mean, we can go on to the next subject.
Yeah, you laying out.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do Star Trek.
All right, I'll concede it, but I just know that when it comes down to it, I will buy the next generation consoles, both of them.
I will, as long as I get to play used games.
It won't even matter to me, even if I can only buy them new. I know that
but,
they won't. They won't do the used game route because.
The only way that I would buy a next-gen console that only plays new games is if they drop the price of new games.
That wouldn't happen.
I know it won't happen, so I know that's why I probably won't buy the next-gen console if they do that. Whatever. I'm sick of consoles.
Okay.
Bioshock Infinite. Have you guys been following that at all?
Following what?
Bioshock Infinite.
No.
I've been watching people play it. I want to play it, but it's not.
Me too.
Didn't I talk to you guys about this last time?
Nope.
No. Who's I talking to? I mean, I would have to wait for that game. I would seriously just wait.
I watched.
Wait it out.
Yeah, I got other games to play, man.
This guy named Lefty OX play it, and it looks pretty solid. Like.
Here's the tip I'm going to give people: if they haven't bought it yet and they're on the fence about buying it, the bottom line is if you look at the releases that are coming out for the month of April, nothing comes out until after the 25th of April. So play the games you got now. Think about it. Wait till the price comes down mid-month. You'll probably be able to pick it up for like $49, maybe $40 somewhere, or even find it on Craigslist for like $35 or something. Just give it a few more weeks. Pick it up at a cheap price because there's nothing else coming out between now and the end of the month anyway. So
yeah, I usually only buy like CODs and Halos like for the full 60. Otherwise, I don't know. Bioshock Infinite, I'd buy it if it was $30. If it's like $30 at the nearest GameStop, I'd buy it. But for like 60 or 50, no, I don't see a Bioshock being worth that.
Yeah, I still gotta finish God of War. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. And I gotta finish
I don't know.
Gears.
I played God of War 2, but that's it. And I didn't really like it. It was just button mashing. Alright. What did you guys do for Easter?
I don't want to ruin my video for tomorrow on YouTube.
Yeah,
but
well, you can tell us. Just tell the things you were telling me earlier.
No, I don't want. No, because that'll ruin the video.
No, it's not in the video, so.
No, some of it is.
What part is? Is this
You'll
top
see.
part?
You'll see it tomorrow. But so this weekend, aside from Easter, of course, I filmed my 4-year-old niece's birthday party, and it was different. Braz, you should really watch that video because I think you're gonna get a good kick out of the first 2 minutes of it. So it's good stuff.
I don't know what you showed me earlier was.
It's intense.
Wow.
Jeez, this is crazy. Come on, man.
I want to go to your little niece's birthday parties from now on.
Oh,
All right.
What was it? Wait, what's the thing? I guess I gotta watch it. I can't watch it right now. For some
We'll
reason.
talk about it in the after show.
Yeah. Okay.
I set to schedule, so I don't be up.
All right. Well, for my Easter, I picked up my kind of shady uncle. Me and my dad did, and we went on an hour-and-a-half drive up to St. Cloud and hung out with my grandma. And yeah, it was pretty fucking boring. How about you, Braz?
I just hung out with family, like nothing special. For Easter I got 100 subscribers. I like that. That was
Congrats.
All of them come sub, buddy.
You better unsub now. That's why I don't want to put a thanks for 100 video out because they don't think like somebody's gonna unsub just to fuck it up.
Braz, you should change your gamer tag to One Life to Play.
Everybody keeps telling me that, man. I don't want to. I got so like my
It's
store.
available.
I know it's available, but like it's straight up like, don't go take it. Now, why did you tell everybody it's available? Somebody's about to take it.
Do you want me to grab it real quick and then I'll just give you the login for it?
Yeah, do that then. Do that.
Alright, well, basically, I waited till I had 120 subscribers before I did 100, thank you. Yeah, Diehard, you asshole. He made me jump into a snowbank in only my boxers.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was fucking cold.
It was
Dude,
funny.
That was so cold. Dude, it was not funny.
It was hilarious. It was great.
It was, my mom was laughing so hard. Alright, so go into the Skype chat and go to the Destiny. Basically, what do you guys think Destiny will be about? The new I think Bungie release title. It's supposed to be a mix between like Halo and COD. And look at that link. Look at some of the characters that they're drawing up, and tell me what you think it is.
I can't get to another. I'll get out if I try to go to another page.
Yeah. Same with me.
Basically,
hold on, let me see. Let me see.
It has like robotic people, or robots, I guess you could say.
Robotic people. I was thinking the same thing. Like,
and then some like alien shit. So I'm thinking it's gonna be either like a more multiplayer based, like Mass Effect, or because it could go. It's gonna be either an RPG, a multiplayer game, or both.
Okay.
You know. And like the RPG would be like Skyrim, the both would be like Mass Effect, and then the multiplayer would be like COD. But from the looks of it, and they're saying it's gonna be massive, I think it's gonna be more like a Mass Effect 3. And I'm excited for that.
I do not.
See, that's I don't know shit about it, but I'm gonna buy it.
I don't want another man. You know what? I want to go back and play some Mass Effect 3 though. I was gonna do that.
Mass Effect 3 is the shit. Sorry, I just like love Mass Effect, the series.
I got a save game, but I don't exactly know what to do next. I can't remember how I left off. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
the thing. Like,
the last time I tried to play. What do you say?
Go ahead.
The last time I was trying to play, I was trying to pick up and figure out what I needed to do, but I ended up realizing that I was just doing a bunch of side missions.
Yeah, I have to play for like 10 hours at a time. Otherwise, I'll like if I just play like an hour a day, I'll just get so lost and I'll like have people die and shit. Because in Mass Effect 1 and 2, I had no one die except for the ones that had to die. And I've been trying to maintain that. And then I played Mass Effect 3 for a while, doing that hour a day thing. And like people are dying like left and right, so I had to restart. So.
Yeah, see, I can't. I don't know what it is. Like, I can't get through that game. Like I said, when I ended up realizing I was just playing side mission, I'm like, forget this. That was too much boringness. You got to be real boring.
What do you get for daily views?
What do I get for daily views? For daily?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, like, I've only been with full screen for just over a month, so I haven't really concentrated on my daily. I've been trying to think, because I know it keeps escalating, you know, over the month, so I never get a true number because it keeps on escalating. So I was looking at like the monthly.
I could check it.
Oh, so I know why the gamer tag's available.
Why?
What is?
Because it has to begin with a letter.
Oh. I wonder what I'll do then.
Or you could put an X in front of it.
I don't like that. I don't like what people do.
I don't like it either, but you know.
I'll figure something out. I'll probably pay them. I'll probably call Microsoft like, look, dude, you got to do this.
Because it would be available if you had a letter in front of it, I'd imagine. I'm gonna try the X. Or
I was
X,
thinking, why not just the one life to play?
Like the word one, or
no, the word the.
Ooh, that might work. So the one life to play, right?
Yeah. Oh no, check out only one life to play.
YOLO.
That's right. Okay, let's see. That one is available.
Only?
Yep, only one life to play.
I like that one.
No spaces, or do you want a space in between only and one life?
Oh, can you do spaces?
Wait, so like...
Oh yeah, you can do spaces.
Yeah, do spaces.
Is this for Xbox or YouTube?
This is Xbox.
Oh.
Is there a cool way to spell only? Anybody know a cool way to spell only?
I think the only way is O-N-L-Y.
Y.
That's
How about
Ani.
Only.
O-N-L-E-Y.
O-N-L-E-Y.
Ole. No.
That's Lee, right? Lee? No.
Yeah, only.
How about
only?
two E's?
Only.
Only. It'll be Chinese.
Only one
Only Kung Pao chicken.
Alright, so if we do it like that, you can't have any spaces at all, because you can only have 15 characters in the gamer tag.
Then just do only with the space.
Alright, so... Are we gonna do prank calls? We're gonna...
What
are we gonna do here? I don't know. I got a soccer mom that does in calls.
What? Why must we do the hooker calls?
Exactly.
I don't know. It's funnier.
Is that you got an overhead camera, Die Hard?
No, I'm typing the info for that account so you can recover it.
God.
Okay.
I thought you were doing something weird, but
I still don't know why. Oh, well.
That's the username and the
password, and then you can just recover the game.
and the password, and you can just recover gamer tag. It didn't let me do the gold trial because I already used all the gold trials. So.
Okay. And I could change the email, right?
Yeah. You can when you log into it, you can change it.
Yeah, I can't get on the internet now. I can't open another page, man.
And if it asks you for your favorite fictional character, just think of Bruce Willis with Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, I got you.
I figured you would. No spaces.
Okay.
oh God. What about roommates?
Why are we doing the prank call? I told you we shouldn't do that on April Fool's Day.
I don't care.
Well, you call them and you prank them. We'll listen. We'll commentate.
Yeah.
No, because I'm like I sound younger, and that's
you change
like.
your voice.
Yo,
Do
man,
what I
my
do.
name-
Sound like Jerry Graham.
I smoke 3 packs a day for
Be like,
45
what's up?
years.
My name's Jerry Graham.
I can't do that. What's up? My name's Jerry Graham. No, I can't do that.
That actually sounded kind of funny. I ain't gonna
I look.
Have you guys
Mine?
seen what the Call of Duty 4, the Modern Warfare 4 with the
Yeah,
characters?
it's gonna be Call of Duty Ghosts.
No, have you seen what the characters, how photorealistic the characters are?
Yeah,
No.
it's gonna look pretty snazzy.
I'll look up.
Like,
Okay,
There's the dude right there.
Call of Duty, Call of Booty.
And then
I'm just
check-
gonna
check
Google
this chick
Call of
out.
Booty.
Check this chick out. I don't know, she's-
Oh God, Modern Warfare.
People are so mad at it. Well, what I don't get,
Oh my
have
God.
they announced who's making it? Like, is it Treyarch or is it?
I'd imagine it'd have to probably be
What the fuck?
Infinity.
So Infinity will make
What
another.
the fuck did I just look at?
I'd imagine, but I could be wrong. I mean,
You keep on looking at back pages. That's what you get.
Oh,
They
fuck.
just find things to match what you've already searched for. Buddy.
No, I googled Call of Booty.
Why?
Modern Warfare.
See that?
Okay, Call
That chick
Call of
looks
Duty.
good right there.
that is pretty
Ghosts.
potent. That does look the graph. Like I don't know. I think like the next generation of stuff, like they have the ability to do it now, but still, I mean, even the consoles now are still running on dated technology. You know, and so that's why the longer a console's lifespan is, the easier it is to make games for it because they learn the hardware, they learn the software, and they learn all the ins and outs of it. That's why it's so easy for them to crank out 360 and PS3 games now because we're a long ways in.
Yeah. I don't know if they should have given. I don't think they should be moving on, man. I still don't agree that they should move on.
I don't think they should either. I mean, yeah, I mean, because let's face it, the next big leap we could make graphically, and they failed at this before, and I know Braz is going to remember this, but the Virtual Boy, or was it Virtual Boy? Remember that, the little
Virtual Boy.
goggle thing or whatever, or where you set it down on the table, and they had like Mario Tennis and stuff, and it was, yeah, it wasn't as 3D as they said.
But they're trying that now with that Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
So I mean they're at it again.
What
They
sucks
keep on-
is that we just reached, like, for gaming, like, for the new games like Bioshock Infinite, Dead Space 3, we just hit, like, the maximum graphics that we can get. I love it. And, like, the new titles that are coming out are reaching that top, too. So if we could do this for, like, another year.
Well, the biggest difference, though, because they design a lot of the games on the 360. So what they run at 60 frames per second on the 360, at like 720 or possibly even less. Like Battlefield ran at, I think 570p. So it wasn't even, and then it's upscaled to HD. So then you got like the PS3, but that's why they say sometimes games appear better on the Xbox over the PS3 and vice versa, because the PS3 has problems making the transition to 60 frames per second because it's not very friendly at changing your aspect ratio on the fly. And that's
have you ever noticed when your game, your screen just goes black and you hear it click, click, click? It's just trying. It's trying.
Yeah, it tries. It tries really good. And when you get a game that was designed for the PS3, it looks beautiful in HD. Like it fully supports actual HD on the PS3, but it's so hard to get it that way. Like titles like Call of Duty, they don't have it because it's built on the 360.
Call of Duty not 1080? Hold on.
Well, it supports it, like it'll upscale it, but it's not actually 1080. It's like, I think it's at 570, just like Battlefield, but I could be wrong. I mean, I don't want to say I'm entirely right, because
it says 1080 1080p.
Yeah, that's the part that I don't like. Like they'll say, oh yeah, we support 1080, but then, you know, like if somebody really tests it, then sometimes it's not, sometimes it is. It's a toss up though. You know, you can't ever really be too sure unless you have, you know, some unless you can see more than 60 frames per second, you know.
I wonder if this tells me frames per second on my TV.
Usually it'll be your refresh. It'll be your refresh rate. That'll usually be a good signal of how it's doing it. So like if you're getting like 120 hertz or 120 refresh rate, then technically it says you're displaying at around 120 frames per second. But typically the human eye usually sees about 60. I'd assume. I'm not a scientist, so.
So do you guys? Since you guys are older,
hold on, wait.
Do you guys remember when like the Hannibal movies started coming out?
Do you remember?
Okay.
I remember the barret. How
Sorry,
could I?
All right. Well, it turns out they're going to be coming out with the TV show of Hannibal.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if I'm watching.
That ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be the same though. There ain't no way.
I don't need a new television series, to tell you the truth. I don't. Until Breaking Bad ends.
I've been watching Lost on Netflix. I have The Walking Dead. I'm gonna start watching Game of Thrones, and I also watch True Blood.
Should I watch Game of Thrones?
I want to get into it, but I'm waiting for it to come out on Netflix.
Wait, here's the question. So, because the next season premieres next week, like, should I watch Mad Men?
Man, I don't know. I've heard of Mad Men's like a really good show, but I don't think it's just the type of show I'd be into. So
yeah, I watched The Walking Dead last night, and that came on at the end.
Don't say anything.
I didn't say.
Don't you fucking say anything.
Damn. Wait, I didn't say anything.
No spoilers. No fucking spoilers.
I'm not gonna.
He didn't
I'm
say
not gonna
anything.
spoil it for you.
I know.
For the fact that something totally awesome happens.
No.
Wait, did you not expect something totally awesome to happen?
I guess he wanted it to suck.
No.
Wait, no, I wanted it to be boring and dry as possible.
It's quick.
Like, what am I looking at? Hold on.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm so going ham with Jago now. That's awesome.
If you guys had to pick a show, if you guys had to pick a show to be about something, what would you want that show to be about, and how long would it be?
If we needed a show about something, I would want. I honestly need the Halo series to be a TV series. Yeah.
You know, that'd be pretty cool if they.
Well, they had Halo.
You know, that'd be pretty
Forward
cool
Unto
if they could
Dawn.
actually,
But that Forward Unto Dawn could have been so much better, and it would be so cool as a series, like just on Sci-Fi Channel. Like, why won't they just pick that shit up?
They make you pay to watch it too.
Right, and it would be. I think it'd be good. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that they could pick up that I think people would want to see, but there's so many people who are like, oh no, it's not worth it. You know, and it's like.
Oh, man,
it is so worth it.
It would be awesome.
Like, if you follow the early years of the Covenant War when there's still Spartans around, or like the ODST, oh my God, there's so many fucking things you could do with Halo.
But what I'm saying is, like, if they can make this game and series that they got now come in Defiance, like Die Hard, you know what it was. What does Defiance, the TV show, remind you of from back growing up? You remember the TV show?
Sort of.
You remember Earth 2?
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thing, man.
I was gonna say because it does remind me of that now that I think of it.
Bunny, if you get a chance, look up on YouTube episodes of Earth 2. It's Defiance, like all over again. And like, if they can make that into a game and a TV show, they should just make a TV show.
Called?
The TV show is called Earth 2. You might be able to find it if you just put it in quotes, like Earth Space 2.
Oh yeah.
I can't search for it.
See, me and Braz are now hijacking. We're hijacking.
No, it could have been the 80s.
No, it wasn't the 80s. There's no way.
No.
It was the 90s.
Probably mid 90s, I think. Yeah, mid 90s.
I suck tonight.
I don't see it.
I'm gonna take that down. You don't see it? I'll get you an episode. I had to send you an episode, but it's basically like you left Earth, you're on another planet, and you need to make it Earth again, but there's some alien life forms, and you gotta learn to get along. And some of them want to get along with you, and some of them don't. Right?
Come on, humans.
That's what I say. Just get to the season finale, wipe them all.
If you guys
never really had a true end though.
If you guys had to pick one movie to turn into a video game, what movie would it be?
Metal Gear Solid.
What? Wait.
What?
One movie to a video game.
Oh, movie? I thought you meant game in the movie.
Wouldn't that be a weird world if Metal Gear Solid was just a movie and not an actual game?
That would be pretty.
Like we would be on Metal Gear Solid 6, right?
Exactly. That would be pretty crazy, though.
That'd be a crazy ass world.
You know what? Fallout 3.
Well, I thought. Wait.
No,
you
movie
said
to video game.
You
God
said
damn
movie
it! You fucked it up, Tyler.
See, you guys are both doing it.
You fucked 3 up.
I was gonna say, because if that's the case, then I was right.
Hold on, wait. Oh man. Let me think. How about Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes.
Why?
You never saw Mrs. Doubtfire? Come on, man.
No, what the fuck's that?
Robin Williams dresses up as an old lady so he can be the nanny of his kids?
What the fuck?
Whoa! Do you know who Robin Williams is?
Yes, he's kind of.
Actually, Braz, did you ever see Death to Smoochie?
No, I heard of it. Somebody kept telling me to watch it.
Oh,
no, I did not.
No,
that was one of his recent ones.
Child's Play with Chucky.
I think they made a Chucky game, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. That was on Sega?
Yeah, that was on Sega.
See, before your time, buddy, man, I don't know how you actually are a gamer if you never played these things.
I was gonna say, because I remember I played it. I think I played it at my cousin's house or something like that.
I think
like my younger
version too.
My younger sister was scared shitless of Chucky. I never had a problem with Chucky though, but my sister, she would pee her pants. Like she was just so scared of that little doll.
Wow, that looks
game. I'm gonna recommend Reservoir Dogs.
Remember the Turok games?
Yeah.
Like Turok Evolution and.
Yeah, they're still coming out with us.
I didn't like Turok. Turok shooting dinosaurs was like shooting zombies to me now. Like I can't get behind that.
See, me and see that's how you know you're an old school gamer when you can't focus on zombies. It's a lot easier playing actual people other than having zombies running at you.
I like zombies though. Zombies is like on a Turok. Yeah, I didn't really like the whole. I don't like the dinosaur thing, but I like zombies.
Like the thing was that there were so many choices back then. Like there was so many choices. I mean,
nowadays it's just blockbuster titles.
Well, no, now it's just constantly. It's Call of Duty this, Call of Duty that, this Call of Duty.
I'm sick of Call of Duty. Like I can't wait for Battlefield 4 next.
Like I'm not sick of it. It's just I know what to expect from Call of Duty.
But even Battlefield 4 is the same thing.
No, it isn't.
Yes, we're being dominated by first-person shooters. Like I remember when first-person shooters were like the minority. They were the minority.
No, Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Because they were so hard to make then. They were so hard to make. Now they're just
Gears of War.
games.
Gears of War. God of War. Yeah.
But what we're saying though is like back in the day though, it wasn't like that when it came to games. Like I mean, there was third person, first person strategy, RTS, puzzle, sci-fi. There was everything. You had numerous
You still got
choices.
that today. It's just all rolled up into one. Like Halo 4, that's the sci-fi first person.
When you got anything outside of shooter, it's automatically called an indie game.
Yep.
No. Halo Wars.
Automatically.
Halo Wars.
Halo Wars was an RTS.
Gears of War.
Gears of War, third person shooter.
There you go.
Shooter games. Still shooters.
Like Halo Wars is like the spin-off of what Command and Conquer should have been when it came to the Xbox, because
oh fuck that, they all copied Age of War, or Age of Empires.
you
No. Have
know
you
that
played Halo Wars?
yeah, and do you know that you do realize that Age of Empires came out after Call of Duty Red Alert, right? The original Command and Conquer.
I did like Red Alert 3. I did like that.
See, I liked Red Alert 3 too.
Yeah,
But I'm saying, but that came out
it's
after the
basically
original.
where you start off with units, you have to buy like a. I'm going off of like Warcraft 3. If you guys played that, like you have to build like a town hall and shit, and your own barracks. You have to spawn your own infantry. You control your own little brigade, or no, like
You act
your
like
own
we didn't
shit.
play no games or nothing.
I never played no games.
Well,
I
did
don't
you guys
no
play like
games.
Warcraft 3?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You know, remix it.
I love the remix.
There's a remix to it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Amazing.
Grace.
Oh, that was a turret. I probably shouldn't have stood there.
Are you guys like psyched for Grand Theft Auto 4?
You mean 5?
5? Like, I'm totally excited for 4,
5.
man.
Yeah.
I went
Dude,
20 and 8. I went beast.
You did?
I did.
I can't.
28. Do you want me to break out my Xbox and I'll tell you guys what I'm getting?
I'm just saying, I went 20 and 8.
I'm distracted. Like I'm listening. It's hard to live. Like I tried live.
Is there a way to where you can transfer it from not seeing us, but just your screen with you playing COD?
Yes, I can.
All right, sorry viewers, but we're gonna see what Bunny can do. All right.
Wait, so you want me to turn off our cameras and put it on, but leave our voices going?
Leave our voices going.
Oh, well, that's great because it said, "Are you still there?" anyway, so it timed out anyway. So, all right, hold on a second. Let me add the source.
All right, let me get my Xbox on, and I'll show you guys the skills of Bunny.
Our cameras are still there. All I gotta do is just remove my layout, and it'll show up.
All right.
But Braz, you
I
should
gotta
add
move
me on
my mic,
Xbox.
so it might sound like.
I don't have it on Xbox. I have Gears and Halo on Xbox. I play my Duty on PS3.
Oh, PS3 in it. I could play it on my PS3, but I don't think that Nick's got it on the PS3.
No, I don't. Be back.
I tell you, Braz, these youngins, they just don't know what it's like to be a gamer.
He's missing out, man. He missed out. Not even.
He is.
No, but you can go back and play these awesome titles, man. You play them right now,
Exactly.
anytime. I guess you gotta get a console, maybe though.
Well, no, I mean he could do it the illegal way and get an emulator.
Yeah, but it's still not the same. You're talking about playing on PS3 through an emulator. I still don't think it's the same. It's that experience, like when you can hold the Nintendo controller or hold that Sega remote.
It is very true. Remember the little spin-off third-party adapters they used to have for like the Super Nintendo stuff? It was all like, oh, hook it up to your computer with your parallel LTP1 port.
Yeah, like who the hell had that?
It was like for that port, like they didn't come standard on computers until like 1996 or 7.
I remember I had a company called Cable Pro make me that cable to connect my Sega to my computer. I had a PS2 computer at the time, and I wanted to connect my Sega to it. And you remember the PS2 computer? Like when you say PS2 now, I don't know if people actually remember.
Yeah, it's different now than what it used to be. People don't make
it's not a PlayStation. It's called Personal Systems or something like that.
Yeah, it was Personal Systems too. That's where they got the name for PS2 keyboards, like PS-2.
Yeah,
or
the input
/2.
that was in the back. It was the only one that worked on that computer. But I remember trying to get my Sega connected to the PS2 computer, and I had to go to the company called Cable Pro, and they custom made a cable. And for me, it was a lot of money. I had to pay $14 for this cable.
Exactly.
And that was,
it used to be a lot
of money too.
Yeah, it used to be really expensive. Now, I mean, like I got a controller adapter for my. I mean, they can't see it, but you can see it. But it's a little black box thing, and it's got like it remaps the PS3 controller to an Xbox controller.
Oh, sweet. See,
I can use my Xbox on the PS3.
Best I have is I have an adapter to use my PS2 controllers on my PS3.
Nice.
So
DualShock 2.
Yeah, pretty sweet, right on the PS3. So that came in handy before when I didn't want to buy another PS3 controller.
Oh yeah.
I still wanted to play, like, I can hook up. I had two that were wireless, but then I can hook up my two PS2 controllers and still play 4-player in the game.
Exactly. Well, like that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Things have changed. Like, I agree with you. I don't think they should go to a technical next generation, but you know, if that's what they want to do, then you know, I guess that's what they're gonna do.
They do what they want to do.
Exactly. They aren't. I don't know. I don't think we're ready for it yet. I mean, I don't really know what they can really. I mean, yeah, those still like those photorealistic images look nice, but it depends on if it's gonna make the translation good to console.
Well, we had a conversation on our last show, which you guys can check out at One Like to Play on YouTube. Did that robot voice come through?
Yeah.
But but what we were talking about is like everybody. It seems everyone is trying to avoid this subject of, if you keep improving the graphics, like you just saw what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is going to look like with those photorealistic graphics. They didn't say, I mean, they said that that's not gameplay footage, but they didn't say that it's not in-game engine footage.
Right.
But if it looks that real, if an NPC is going to look that real in Modern Warfare 4, then what's the violence about to look like? Because I think that's a huge issue that no one's speaking about yet. Like, it's going to be just that more violent too.
Well, see, even Battlefield started stepping it up when they did the like the violence factor. You know, because I don't know if you played a lot of Battlefield or not, but
not really. I can't really say I'm a Battlefield player. I play it just to play it as a game, but I'm not a Battlefielder.
Yeah, like if you're like prone, or you know, if you're squatting and you knife, it'll show you appear up behind them. Like, you'll stand up behind them. Knife them in the, like, it's you know, it's hit and miss, but you can clearly see them where they would knife somebody in the throat.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's kind of like.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear him?
I can't hear him.
Oh.
I can't hear you.
He can't hear you, Nick.
Bunny, I can't hear you.
What? What?
I can hear you.
I can hear you guys. You guys can hear me.
Now I can hear you
too.
April Fools.
April Fools.
But yeah, like.
Alright, so me and Dahad.
But yeah, like the more realistic graphics get, the more violent games are gonna get.
Yeah. It's gonna be somebody that topic's gonna come out pretty soon. Like, people are gonna realize, like, hey, we never asked this question.
Exactly.
You think the new Xbox is gonna have a controller?
No.
I think it will, but I think it might have like the digital pad. Like I was seeing that thing, like it was where they were talking about maybe having the digital pad. So I don't know. I mean, the digital pad might not be so bad, but what happens if you break those buttons? You know what I mean?
I don't think it'll have anything. I think it's gonna run on Connect too. Hold on, listen to this. Hold on, let me grab my magazine.
Bunny thinks he's gonna carry this team. He's gonna lose. He's gonna be at the bottom of the leaderboard. Well, see, Bunny, that's why I was saying we should do.
We don't do the video stuff. I don't have to worry about the layout stuff, and we can just.
Do it like this, because if we don't do the video stuff, I don't have to worry about stuff, and boom, we can random stuff like this.
Play a random game.
Yeah, I kind of like.
Yeah, we can play a random game, and if everybody has an XSplit license, or could stream, I could throw everybody's in like its own little box. Game Informer. See, I don't get my Game Informer magazine anymore.
Yeah, I don't get
like,
mine
it doesn't
either.
send mine anymore for some odd reason.
I guess I'm exclusive up in this bitch.
You must be.
All right, look. Page 19, newest Game Informer. They are talking about Destiny, and they asked the question, what will Destiny call home? So the answer is Bungie says Destiny is coming to Xbox 360, PS3, and PlayStation 4, but made no mention of the next generation Xbox or PC. Bungie says it makes console shooters, so playing with anything other than a controller seems unlikely. So what does that say about the next Xbox, right?
Right.
If they saying the next Xbox has no controller, aren't they like spilling the beans?
Could be. I mean, that does raise the question. I mean, since you bring that up, that does raise that question. Now it's.
I think the people I think Microsoft has to be pretty upset with the people at Bungie. Like, why would you spill the beans like that? Why would you say that? So I think that definitely means that there's no controller on the Xbox. For you to make that kind of statement, like you don't just say like, well, we haven't gotten a hold of the developer kit or the architecture of the next Xbox. You went as far as to say that to play without a controller seems unlikely.
Well, I hope it's not, just Kinect. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Kinect is cool and all, like, I like it, but
there's no argument you can give. Like, giving up a controller makes no sense.
Right. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's no logic to that at all. Like, that I would be like, what's the matter with Microsoft? Are they stupid?
But then I wonder who's gonna look worse in that statement. Like, if will the Xbox come out with a controller and then Bungie just looks bad not developing Destiny for the next Xbox? Or does Microsoft come out looking bad and just don't put a controller and Bungie's therefore right, and you wouldn't want to play that kind of game on a console with, like you said, just Kinect. Just to be able to control with just Kinect, you can't play that kind of game.
No, God, no. Like, the thing, like, with Kinect, like, they were showing the possibilities of what the newer Kinect could do, like, drawing mapping on your wall, like, on the flat surfaces, which would be cool in theory, as long as Microsoft makes it open to the developers to develop on that, because that could potentially give us more space on our screens, for the action, have the map offset to, like, the right or even to the left or something, but we don't know for sure if that's going to happen.
Well, I'm kind of leaning towards the fact that I think the Xbox 720 and the 360 will sit side by side on store shelves.
You think so?
They would just have to. They're going to be two completely different machines. You're talking about a media entertainment device that runs only on Kinect and does very specific things. And when it comes to gaming, casual gaming, fun motion control gaming, and that's it. As far as the Xbox 360, new and improved, possibly adding a Blu-ray player into a new SKU of the 360, and then being sold for hardcore gamers.
Now, see, that would be. I don't know. That's.
Quoted.
It's tough, man. That's a tough one, because it's like that would be disappointing if they chose the route of no controller, because that's what separates the consoles from each other. Because like don't get me wrong. I mean, I used to love the Sony controller, but the offset thumbsticks on the 360 controller, just by design, is way better for first-person shooters and games like that. So
you think the 360 is better?
I prefer the 360 controller.
No way.
That's why I bought that adapter, because I love the controller.
That sucks.
So by them, if they go the route of not having controllers on the new Xbox, that would be very disappointing. I mean, I'll still buy it, but it would be very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. I might not use it as much. My channel may end up becoming a PS3 gaming channel then.
Ew, no. I'm going PC.
Like, Bunny hasn't said anything for like 5 minutes.
Because I was having mic issues, because like I had to like fix around some stuff with like USBs and HDMI's and.
See, I'm like lagging a little bit because I'm hosting and shit. I'm running yellow bars. I am. Like, you can clearly see I'm running yellow.
Yeah, dude, like, I was AFK for like 2 minutes trying to figure out my HDMI stuff, and my KD went down. Yeah.
But we're still winning,
Still livening it up?
Yeah, we're still livening it up. So this is why I'm saying if we did this on Twitch, man, it'd be a lot easier, like, in theory, because...
Oh, yeah, for viewers that are watching now and later, we're thinking about switching this over to Twitch, so it's a lot easier.
Because then
and
I
a
don't
lot
have to
better
worry
quality.
about, yeah, I don't have to worry about the transcoding issues or lag because we get 3-second delay and that's it, and I can integrate Skype right into it, which is why I like
it'd be a lot easier and a lot better, just happiness.
Now and look at that, I'm ahead of Bunny of the Sea. You're 11 and 10. I'm 13 and 14.
Hold on. So wait, isn't it on Twitch to where you can like just random people can just find your show or whatever
Yeah.
you're doing?
Yeah, that's why. That's
Oh,
why we
Bisher
broadcast
got the
our
final
shows.
kill. Bisher has the better ratio.
But who's on top of who? Who scored more points? I had 1,450.
I don't like being on top. I'm sorry.
You had 1,260.
You went negative.
But you went positive and you're under me. And I was host.
You know what, horror? I'll poop on you. Let's just admit that Silky Swagger did a lot better than both of us.
Okay. I'll admit
No
that.
such thing as silky swag.
It's silky swag.
All swag is rough.
Yeah, what's the weirdest gamer tag you've ever seen other than Bunny of the Sea?
One life to play, and the fact that it was available.
Yeah, One
Only
Life to
One
Play
Life
is
to
pretty
Play.
weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Only one life to play, people.
Kind of reminds me of that One Life to Live soap opera.
Where we got it from. Good job. Good
That
job.
dude, that soap opera was awesome. I love that. That was my favorite ABC soap.
Hey, can you make
Okay.
sure that you're gonna be hovering over my name, you know, on here so that they see my name and stuff?
There, they can see your prestige master. They can see it.
Sub Bunny. Sub Bunny. I'm gonna use the N94.
Jocking my gun, and I know that.
I'm trying to watch you guys gameplay. I'm trying to-
Is it lagging? Because sometimes it lags on the YouTube
yeah,
side.
just jumped up to the score, but I think you're still off. No, I think I'm on.
Yeah, I'm
You're watching
watching
the
it
final
live.
killcam?
It's not lagging too hard, but it's
Well, there's
See,
no
and
game
on
audio
Twitch
on,
it would be
so-
seamless.
Yeah,
Are
on
you guys
Twitch.
on the lobby right now?
Yeah, well, we're loading into the match
We
right now.
were.
There's about a minute delay, so.
Hold on, this might be loud. Sorry.
Mute
Nah,
the
well-
mic, buddy. Hey, did I tell you guys I got a Yeti?
A Blue Yeti.
I got a Yeti.
I got the
You know-
Yeti Pro.
You guys are all getting them Yeti mics. I got a $5 mic from Walmart like 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, and it works like a charm.
See,
see,
but I love
gotta
the
do my
Yeti.
show.
I like the heaviness of it, because, like, when I bought my Xbox, I'm glad that it was heavy, because I know that it's worth something. I feel like my money wasn't on something cheap. And the Yeti is, like, heavy, but it's, like, a nice heavy.
I really like.
I got somebody sitting next to me for our live show, so I needed something
Yeah.
to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the directional ability.
Yeah. Are you serious? You got your clan tag is YouTube? Well, there you go, I guess.
Owie. Oh no, mine is IR.
Mine's sexy. Literally.
I got a Pokemon face. An angry Pokemon ball.
So, what do you guys think of, like, Call of Duty, Battlefield 4, Halo, like, clans?
I think that they're lame as hell.
Think?
Everybody should roll alone. I mean, just be proud of who you are. The only reason people get into clans is because they're too weak to do it themselves.
Whatever. It promotes teamship. It promotes, like...
It does not, because
Yeah,
90,
Did you say teamship?
95% of clans, they're there to help each other. Either, I'm not saying that every clan is like this, but a lot of them help each other boost, or they try to expose some type of in-game glitch.
No.
Hey,
That's a lie.
Yes.
For every single clan I've been in, there's been no team boosting. All it's been is just, like, facing other... Like, if you roll into, like, any game and you have 6 people all in the same party talking to each other and working together and you can play with each other a bit, you guys will win.
but that's not a clan though. If you're not like, okay, that's like me and that's what me and
usually a clan
but
entails.
that's what me and Pac-Man do all the time. Like we'll go in a game, we'll pick up a few of his friends, and we'll
But just, yeah,
own
but
ass.
just you guys. But a clan is, like, a sect group that trains together. And
I know what a clan is. How do you train in a video game?
by playing and, like, you guys go into theater mode and see what you guys did
man,
wrong.
you gotta sweat.
Oh, hey man, you gotta make up for that leg count there. You gotta get the gun jump early.
It's true. Seriously, like, how do you think I'm a prestige master and you're
I'm just
only,
saying, do you
what?
know how crazy you sound right now? To us old gamers, do you know how crazy you're sounding right now?
You know, video games, like, for you guys, like, early in the early years, didn't really play hardcore games like this?
The games that we played were like 10 times more hardcore. Games have gotten a lot easier than what they used to be. I was able to beat
focused
Tomb
on
Raider.
multiplayer now.
Right, but I was able to beat Tomb Raider within, what, 12 and a half hours. Now,
It's meant to be beat. Like, it's money whoring.
right, but the games are easier. Like, the puzzles weren't nearly as hard as they used to be in the old Tomb Raider games.
Play on hard.
Nothing. I was playing it on normal in that playthrough. I only
Play
rented
it on
it.
hard.
But what I'm saying
The
is,
thing,
even on hard, the
hold on,
puzzle
I
would
was
probably be the
watching
same.
you play that. I watched you live stream it. It wasn't about puzzles. It was about combat. There was
still puzzle parts later on in the game after you stopped watching.
puzzle parts.
I'm just saying, right, but the games used to be based off of puzzles. That's
But
what.
based off of puzzles, but that wasn't pulling enough buyers. Like, kids nowadays, like younger than me and including me, look for combat and shooting, and I know it's unfortunate because I love RPGs. I love Oblivion. I love doing quests. I love Fallouts. I love all that. But for most gamers nowadays, and that's the ages went down, like they're looking for more combat, and the companies have to make for them kind of in order to get their money out of it.
Right, because they're not looking for challenging games anymore. They're just looking for games that they can beat in one sitting. Right, so you can't say the games back then were more hardcore than the games now are more hardcore than the games that we used to play.
Like hardcore gamers, like trying to get Prestige Master. I'm at Metal Rising, you're just trying to beat the game. There was no multiplayer like what Call of Duty has.
Because online play wasn't the big focus. It was
I know,
the
but
multiplayer
now,
back in the day
times have
was
changed
having
and it's
a meeting
online
computer
focused
and
now.
sitting next to each other on a couch. Right. And that's
I
the
know,
difference. So
times
I
have
wouldn't say it's more
changed.
hardcore. It's just more people. Right, but more people just want to be able to gloat with each other. That's what it is now.
That's what I
They
mean.
just want to be able to say that they're better than somebody else. That's not hardcore though. That's just douchebaggery.
Parkour. Yeah, well, that's hardcore to us youngins.
Okay. I'm just saying that.
Anyways, let's just take a moment to look at the scoreboard.
As you see, Bunny's been camping in the same spot like almost the entire game.
No, I haven't. I just left it. I left it
You just
by
left
dying.
it.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, I should have got that kill on Studley Jesus. He should not be using the gamer tag Studley Jesus. It's very inappropriate.
Oh shit, what is that? Yes, I'm here.
I want my Jesus to be Studley.
I love my AN94 though. I love it.
Yeah, I use it too. I use the AN and the Peacekeeper.
So, like, how many guns do you guys got gold?
I don't think I actually have any of mine gold yet. I just sit here and run my AN all the time.
I have,
Other than the
like,
C4. Too bad I can't have gold in
most-
C4.
I need to start using
Do they make
C4.
gold
Actually, I'm
C4?
gonna set that up.
No, I said too bad you can't have gold in C4. That'd be sweet,
Oh,
dude.
I'd have it. I use C4 all the time. People
Do you have
hate
a
me
gold
for it.
grenade?
No.
That would be awesome. It'd be sweet though, because
That's too mainstream.
I use C4 in when I do free for all, and dude, that would be amazing to have gold C4.
Oh! Oh! Watch this shit.
You should at least have a gold bouncing Betty.
Watch this shit. It
I
better
know,
not land
right?
on it. Watch this shit.
Oh, threw down that tack insert.
Oh, threw down that tag.
I don't know how.
I don't know how he didn't see you.
Because he's sucks.
Why can't I get online?
What, an Xbox?
I'm gonna blag the lag count for that. That's why you did so good.
Uh-huh.
Start watching this shit.
2 but 3 seasons, wasn't that great of a game. If we do Yemen, I'll do a lot better.
You want a different lobby? Is that what you're saying?
No. No, like we're about to play Yemen. If you vote for it.
Actually, we're gonna go random, so I'm not gonna vote for it. I don't like Yemen.
Do it.
Yemen's a shit.
Do it. You know that's from, right? Hey, wait, Bunny. Do you know what that's from? When you
Fresh
hear
Prince
that,
of Bel-Air.
when you hear do it. Go ahead, do it. You don't know what that's
Nike.
from? Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, are you talking old or new?
Both.
With Ben Stiller.
It's both.
Never mind, no.
I mean, even the new one, they
Yeah.
played on the same joke.
Just do it.
Yeah,
That shit's-
I don't
that
know.
shit is
Old
silly.
jokes just don't do it to me.
Like, oh yeah, do it, just do it.
And then you gotta do like you gotta really push it out there too. So you gotta be like, do it.
There, happy. Fuck, we're playing Plasma. I can't go AM94 hard on here.
Why not?
Cause I'd rape too hard.
That's what you think. She's the worst death.
Do you want me to use my sniper on here or something? You know, I'll use my fucking ride shield.
Go ahead. Use what you gotta use.
And I'll still maybe do better than you.
Okay. It's not all about winning, you know. It's all about having fun.
It's all about getting a good KD and destroying noobs.
I'm gonna try to find a new gaming background for my green screen. I want something sweet.
I was going ham there, man. I would have been 4-1, but I died.
I should make it look like there's a room behind me.
Yeah, when I move, I'm getting a green screen. So should I just paint one wall green? Or like...
Gotta make sure it's a flat green though, like a solid, not.
Yeah, you gotta use a flat, and you gotta use you gotta make sure you chroma key.
Shit! Actually, I won't be able to paint the wall. So should I just get like a green? Like, do they sell green screens? Like.
Yeah, cloths. Yeah, drop cloths. You have to get a truss and just hang it from. Yeah.
And then would I just like tightly, nail it up there, or like?
No, not to be tightly or not to be nailed. You can hang it from a truss, or you can just hang it straight from the ceiling and let it drop straight down. And just something to anchor it on the floor. You don't have to nail it. If you're gonna get a green screen, don't permanently put it somewhere, because the idea is for it to be movable if you need it to.
Steve, like in the new place I'm moving to, I'm just gonna, for my media room, I'm gonna have like a set spot for when I'm doing face cams and stuff like that. Because I'm sick. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, for every podcast I've moved around because I can't find a spot that I like in my room.
Oh, I got double C4. What's up with that?
Just fucked us.
Who's on top of the leaderboard now? Yeah. You're 1 and 4.
Hold on, let me pull up my riot shield and bang someone in the face.
Oh, what is that?
You gotta remember, I'm using a riot shield.
Why? There are no riots. Who's rioting?
UAV.
Can't find anything sweet.
Ow! Fucking small.
Damn, I get shot charged and I get C4'd. I don't like that.
That's a deadly combination right there.
Yeah.
So you got pooped on. Yeah, you get pooped on.
Murder Mock got me. Like, it's the funny part is like you usually go positive, and I have no game audio right now. I have the master turned all the way down.
Oh, it sucks.
Dude, I'm doing good.
You're like 2 and 6.
I'm doing good, man. I'm an okay gamer.
You're doing great, Bunny. Keep up the good work.
I will.
You push him with that riot shield.
I can't find anything as cool as the Pac-Man.
You mean for a background?
Yeah.
You should get like a Battlefield 3 one up. That'd be cool. Or Battlefield 4.
He's not a Battlefield kind of guy.
I already had that one up.
No, but they have like awesome backgrounds. No, like a different one than that.
No, see, I'm looking for
like a dark one. What kind are you looking for?
I'm looking for like a room. Like that
Then
Pac-Man one is like a room. So I want to find a room like that.
Yeah.
Video game thing.
I don't know, but a Fallout one would be cool. When the fuck is Fallout 4 coming out?
Who needs a Fallout 4?
The fuck did you just say?
Just play Mass Effect again. Like shit.
Oh, now I'm not doing so hot. What's up with that? I was doing so good.
Usually when I do good, other people do good. So.
Seriously, if you like Fallout, then you're gonna want to play this Defiance.
I don't understand what it's about. Like I've seen things about it, but I don't understand what it's about.
Oh, it's just aliens and humans.
Yeah, but
it's an
Fallout has
alien
nothing to do
human
with
thing.
aliens.
Huh?
Fallout has nothing to do with aliens.
But the gameplay. I'm just talking about the gameplay.
Gameplay.
Gameplay wise.
Fuck, I'm trapped.
Oh, this is pretty cool. You guys see that? Does it look like that's
What's your
behind me?
guys' most what? Oh, that's
The
cool.
background, does it look like it's behind me?
Yeah. What game are you guys most anticipated for?
Remember Me?
What's that about?
Oh, this chick, she can get into people's brains and go back into their past memories, and then like reorganize or make them think like something happened a different way, in order to get them to do what she wants them to do in the present.
And do you play as the chick or like?
Yeah, you play as the chick. So like, it seems like the movement is more like gameplay strategy. It's kind of Watchdog, but still she moves kind of like. What was the name of that game with the one chick that she was good with gunplay? It just came out maybe 2 years ago.
I think I know what game you're talking about.
It almost reminded me of. It was almost like the chick from Mirror's Edge, but she was this chick that was as good with guns. I cannot remember the name of that.
Bunny of the Sea, 7 and 10. The One Die Hard, 18 and 13.
I'm trying to think of it. A girl that's good with guns.
I just can't remember the name of it.
Like, what kind of game is it? Like, is it a shooter?
It's a shooter, yeah, it's a shooter.
Is it like a blockbuster? Or?
It was pretty hot when I want to say. I'm trying to look it up now. I think EA made it.
Yeah.
Or
Still not as cool as Perfect Dark.
EA female.
You never played Perfect Dark? Man, Bunny, you missed out. That's
You never
64.
played Perfect Dark Z? Oh my gosh.
What console is it on?
64.
There you go.
Oh, what was that one game? It was like Perfect Dark. It was a spin-off of it. It was you were like in a you were a SWAT team, and it was 4 of you, 4 or 5 of you in the game. I can't think what it was called now, but I played the shit out of that game.
Oh, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six?
No, it wasn't Rainbow Six. It was like I want to say it was called like Tactical Force or something like that. But I'm probably wrong on the title. I don't remember the title of it. Because I played a whole hell of a lot of WWF No Mercy at the time too. That game was like, that's hailed as like one of the best wrestling games ever. Because it was awesome.
It was what?
It was awesome. Oh yeah.
Do you guys think it's too late to do like a Minecraft Let's Play?
No, because my channel's gonna do like a mini series on it, like kind of thingy.
We should
gotta design the world though.
I'm gonna talk to you in the after show. I got 2 ideas that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do.
Did I seriously just get shottied on the ground? I did. He straight up shotted me laying on the ground as I killed his friend. So this Maverick guy, he's gonna die.
Let's see, shooters with female characters. Oh, of course I would find the information in Giant Bomb, right?
Of course not, you know? You never find what you're looking for.
You must be using Bing.
Yeah, I was making a joke about Bing earlier.
Yeah, what's your guys' favorite search engine?
Google.
Google. It's gotta be Google.
That's right. See, because Google pays us.
Google.
Google.
Yeah, I use Google. I only use Yahoo when I'm looking for news. And even then, I don't search anything.
Bing and Yahoo will only be successful when they can start being used as verbs. You know.
That's right.
You can't Bing something.
It's very true. Very, very true. Because Google is an
Bing kind
action.
of sounds like a sexual term.
Google is like an action verb.
Yeah, like, bitch, you want to get Googled?
Don't make me Google your ass.
Exactly. You'd be surprised though, man. There's probably a lot of people that like, especially with like the online dating sites and stuff now, like a lot of them probably do a quick Google search on somebody because you can usually get good results. And if they have a picture on that dating site, they can match, you know, some of the info that's provided, and you know, I mean, almost everybody's on Google somewhere, you know.
Yeah, like we're on YouTube, Facebook.
Well, because when you're on YouTube, you get put right to the front of the Google search. Like,
Yeah. Like
it's
if
a
you
nice
search
perk.
something, YouTube videos will be shown first.
Yeah, if it's even remotely relevant to the search, yeah, it goes up first before anything else. Like, that's what people see.
That's why I like my name, because if somebody ever thought of one like to play and they just put it in, I'm up.
Exactly. See, and that's what's so
look,
important
gaming
about it.
news.
Like,
I don't know. I have a feeling that people that want to look at like soap operas aren't really going to be interested in gaming news.
Wet. That was the name of the game.
yeah.
That's disgusting.
It was a pretty sweet game too.
I was gonna say it sounded familiar. Like, I knew I recognized it, but I couldn't think of what the game was called.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet game.
What was this about? So, let me guess. She wore tight, like, leather clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, called it.
Let me see if I can grab this.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Alright, would you guys rather be raped by just a really fat chick, like fat? Or would you rather be raped by, like, an ugly chick? Like, pretty damn ugly.
It depends, man.
On?
A lot of factors. How drunk are you?
You're not drunk. You're straight up being raped. You're held down. And, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that depends. Like, there's so many different factors for it, though.
Like, okay, let's say just down a dark alley. It's just dark. You can still see her entire body and, like, face and stuff. You guys aren't
So
gonna be
what are the
caught.
options again?
A really fat, gross, smelly chick, or a really ugly chick with nasty ass breath.
Well, there's no third option. Like,
Right? Like, hold on.
You could have both.
I mean,
Alright, so here was wet. I don't know if you can see this on my screen.
yeah, I can see it.
Hold on, let me look.
I want to see if I can play the trailer.
It's making me think about getting it. I think I'd go with the ugly chick with bad breath. Because most rapists probably wouldn't kiss you. So.
See, I don't know. I mean, it depends. It's very, I don't know. It's tough, man. Because if you have the option for both, then one could negate the other.
Alright, it's up.
So you're gonna get a fat, smelly chick that's ugly and has nasty ass breath. You want that?
No, you know, I mean, if you got the other one that doesn't have bad breath, you know.
No. No, you get one chick that's fat and smells, and you get one chick that has nasty ass breath and is fucking ugly.
You said one chick had bad.
I think I would take the fat chick. I would
Really?
and that one, yeah. You said smelly
And fat.
breath. Wait. The first option is she's just fat, right?
No, she's fat. She stinks.
Oh, she's fat and she stinks, and the other one has smelly breath.
I just hold my breath,
ugly.
I guess. Well, you got to be more specific, though. I mean, what's the pro to either one? You know, like what's the good part of one versus the
That's
other?
up to you to decide.
One has just a normal face and normal breath, and one's not fat.
Right,
but you gave the fat one two.
Okay, the fat one.
Yeah,
the fat one does all of the work. She's on top and she's doing all the work.
I mean, is it good work or is it bad work? I mean, is she experienced or what?
Like, I don't know how much work she can do if she's fat. Like, can she really move? Like,
right, exactly. See, Brad knows what I'm talking about.
Now the skinny chick though, she knows how to use her tongue.
But the skinny one had the bad breath, didn't she?
Yeah. The fat chick, she does all the work, but she can't really move.
For the skinny one, the only one I would have her use her tongue for, I wouldn't have to worry about actually smelling her breath, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. But then the fat chick's doing all the work, you can just lay there and let it happen.
That's no fun.
So my capture card just gave me an HDCP protection. It's assuming I'm playing on a PS3 when I'm playing on an Xbox. So
it's not up anymore?
Yeah, I just noticed. I don't know when it cut out.
Alright, let's switch it back to people.
It's back to us.
Alright. I gotta get back in the camera. Alright. There. Alright, yep, alright.
I need a stool with wheels.
Well, this might sound ugly for my mic. I'm gonna be moving it, so...
But we got about 20 minutes, we're gonna wrap it up, so...
Yep.
Alright, so here's a question for you guys. Will the PS4 have a disk drive?
I think it will to install the games.
I think it won't. They've already talked about being able to download those games fast, right? And be able to play while the rest is background downloading?
Well, it depends, too. Like and that's why, like, when we were talking about the hard drive space earlier, you know, because, like, and I got to bring my DVR back into this, but my DVR spins at 5,400 RPMs. That's what my DVR's hard drive spins at, 5,400 RPMs. So the hard drive I put in my Xbox spins at 7,200 RPMs, and the hard drive I put in my PS3 spins at 7,200 RPMs, and likewise with my desktop hard drives. It depends, you know. I mean, if they put, 7,200 RPM or faster hard drives in there, then yeah, it could definitely play right from the hard drive no matter what. All content should be available on the hard drive. But then it also depends on somebody's internet speed too. Like, if they have slow internet, then, it's going to take forever to download that game.
Right. I just think that the way they made it sound at the announcement reveal, how do you want to say that?
Yeah, the reveal. Yeah.
When they said what was going to be in it, they said it was going to be the graphics processor. They said what was going to be for the processor itself, the memory. And then they said the hard drive, but they mentioned nothing about a Blu-ray drive or even just any sort of optical drive. They just said it would definitely have a hard drive. They were big on kept saying that. It will have a hard drive. It'll have a hard drive. I just don't think there's going to have a disk drive anymore.
Well, it might not. I mean, when you think of it, though, if, like, and Braz knows what I'm talking about, but, like, the old consoles, like, that didn't have, like, if you think of, like, the regular Nintendo and stuff, those are a quarter of the size of what the consoles are now. Because they didn't have these big-ass optical drives. Like, these optical drives now are so bulky and spacey. Like, if you open up your 360, like, it takes up half of the space inside the Xbox.
If not 60% of it, yeah.
Exactly. And there's no need for that because an optical drive is not that big.
Don't nobody need that.
Exactly.
I need it. I need as much space as I can get because, like, on my old Xbox,
You need an optical drive?
We're talking the DVD drives, man, and the Blu-rays and the PS3s. They take up a very large. You need that. You don't need that.
I'm telling you,
it doesn't need to
give
take
me a
up.
console with no drive on it, with no optical drive, CD drive, I would be ecstatic, and I can still play games, and I can. From what they're saying about the PlayStation 4, you can access these games faster. They download in the background. You get the essentials up front. You give me a large enough hard drive, still give me the ability to upgrade that hard drive on my own without getting proprietary hardware.
Good luck with that.
I'm good. I'm so ecstatic.
You know what? You know what they could do, Braz? I mean, I know this is kind of way out in the left field, and this is kind of pushing on Valve's territory, but
Cloud gaming.
you know, using Steam, yeah, cloud gaming.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, run it right off the cloud
That
server.
would
It's
cost them way
possible.
too much money.
But wait, not really. They've already got the cloud up. I mean, you're not giving Sony enough credit for what they have. They have a cloud up already, and if you have like a Sony Vaio laptop or a Sony tablet and a PlayStation and a Sony Bravia TV, a smart one at that, you're already using the technology that Sony has created in the network.
Exactly.
I'm kind of worried about mix matching technologies. Because what if what if it all does upgrade to some type of cloud? You know how fucking messy that's gonna be?
It won't be messy because it'll link it with your gamer tag. It'll be universal to your gamer tag. So what that would mean is it would negate the whole non-used games because then you could go over to your buddy's house.
Okay, so I have a Nexus 7 Google made. I have my laptop Sony Vaio. I have my Xbox 360 that's Microsoft made. And then I'm buying a 3D Vizio TV. What if they all have to go to cloud? You know how many things? I'm wondering if there's just going to be like an in real life ID. Like, not like an ID like, you know, what we have, but like a kind of like a gamer tag. Connect! Shut the fuck up! And,
Okay.
No, I don't want Call of Duty Elite. What? Sorry, my connect's stupid. Like, do you think
say
that we're
Castle Crashers?
But see, like, you're not getting what me and Braz are saying here. I mean, if you have, okay, if Sony was to do this, I mean, there's a possibility. They haven't announced it, but there's a possibility. Because, like Braz said, they only said it has a hard drive. So what if they just want to use the hard drive for the DVR, or the PVR, DVR, and they want to use it for your game saves? And maybe optional, like, DLC. They could technically run the games off the servers. Off the cloud servers, and it would just be linked to your PSN ID, or else, you know, if Microsoft takes that route, it'd be linked to your gamer tag.
That's too much money for them though, because if you have millions of people on their servers.
Okay, but look at it like this. You gotta look. Okay, my laptop. Okay, my new laptop has Windows 8. When I log into my Xbox, it has Xbox Smart Glass on it already. It came pre-installed.
And one of the things you're saying, Bunny, like. Okay, so there's two things. One, when it comes to Sony and the PlayStation, every time somebody talks about the PlayStation, they seem to forget about everything else Sony has done and already has in place right now. Everybody keeps separating Sony and PlayStation, and when you talk about it too, you hear people say, well, PlayStation got to do this, PlayStation got to do that. PlayStation is still Sony.
Sony, I know. Sony overall is so much farther ahead than anyone else.
So like you gotta realize what they're
comparing game consoles though. I prefer the Xbox 360, but outside of gaming, Sony is pretty good.
I like my PS3.
I don't like it.
I don't play on it enough, and I don't have enough PS3 games.
I owned one for a little bit. I hated the controller. I hated the games. I didn't like it.
Man, these were the controllers that everybody grew up on, man. These were the controllers that people grew up on.
I grew up on Nintendo controllers.
Well, I'm just saying.
I grew up on like all the controllers.
When it came to like the PS1 and the PS2, but the PS1 and PS2 both shared this same look, especially when they introduced DualShock 1.
Xbox and Xbox 360 had the same layout.
No, the original Xbox controller had black and white.
Yeah, but it has the same like. The buttons are the same.
No, because on the original Xbox it was much larger, and the black and white were up by X and Y. And then they made a smaller controller to mimic the 360 controller way after launch, and that's how.
Dude, I'm like turning 17. I'm not that fucking old. I don't.
I'm just saying. A little bit
before
your time.
I got my Xbox Halo 2 Special Edition Xbox when I was like 12. And that's about from there I remember.
And that's what you remember?
Yeah.
I remember when Sony...
Is that the earliest console you can remember?
The earliest console I can remember...
Like, what was the first console you had? Put it that way. What was the first console you owned?
The first thing to do with gaming I ever had was a Game Boy. And then console, the first one I had was Super Nintendo.
Atari 26.
When you say Game Boy, what Game Boy?
Just like the first one, like Game Boy.
Was it the big
Color.
fat one, or was it a little small one?
It was
Was
the
it
big
color?
fat one.
Was it color or non-color?
The Game Boy, the first one, color.
So
Color?
then it
Wasn't the first one
The
because
first console
the first
I had
one.
was the Super Nintendo SNES.
Okay, wait a second. Hold on. I'm
I
hearing.
played like Kirby and shit on it.
Wait.
Dun, dun, dun.
I forgot what I had pulled up over here. Okay, here we go.
Deception.
Was this the Game Boy you had?
Yes,
That's the original Game Boy.
That's the
Yes.
original one. Okay.
that's what I was saying.
Okay. Because I thought it was the color.
But that didn't really count as a console though. That's a handheld. The first console I ever had that I ever played and actually owned was the Super Nintendo. And that's old as fuck. That was released.
It wasn't
in,
this
like,
one, right? Wait. Your Game Boy wasn't this one, right?
Hold on, let me switch back to it. No, that's the one I had after.
Okay. So we're good then. You're not that young. Okay. But you say the first console was Super Nintendo.
The first console that I ever owned and played was the Super Nintendo.
So being an owner of a Game Boy, maybe, so we would say that's your first portable. Do you ever remember Tiger handheld games?
No.
Oh, jeez. See, that was awesome. You remember those?
Basically, it went Super Nintendo, handheld for a while, but then during that handheld time, I had a Nintendo 64, and then I got a PlayStation 2, and after a little while, I got the GameCube, and then I got the Xbox, and then from there, I went to the Xbox 360, and then the PS3. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
And then I sold the shit out of that PS3, and I just kept playing Xbox.
Do you ever, you never played nothing like that?
You never. Oh my god,
Fuck
those
no.
are so old school. Where did you find that at?
What the fuck is that?
They've got so many of them. Like I remember all these now. Like
Dude,
here's.
there was
Oh, this was
thousands.
this was a cool one. Now that was cool. I love when you were on a carpet too. Man, that was amazing. I wonder if I could find video of gameplay.
Dude, I don't even think at that time PVRs were like not even. I don't even think they were a thought then.
No, but I wonder if somebody's game playing it now. Like, oh, that would be so
YouTube
good for my
wasn't
retro
even a
watch.
thought.
Look at Ultra Beast.
Oh my god. Didn't they have a didn't they put Street Fighter on there too? Or
Yeah, they've got all.
Street Fighter.
They've got all of them. Oh, this will hit home right now. Like I should go find one of these just to go play right now with G.I. Joe out.
Oh god. That is oh man.
You guys are old as fuck.
We are.
Okay, how old are you guys? I know Die Hard's like 26,
25.
25.
Now I see it's bad because I'm 30.
Alright, so, and I'm half of your age, Braz, almost. I'm turning 17. Die Hard has me by like 8 years. What the fuck is that?
My first console was
And Game.com.
yeah, the GameCom. Short for it was GameCom, the GameCom, man.
I always call it still Game.com
Nah,
because the .com was booming, so like it was. I always thought it as Game.com.
Well, it had two
That's a
different
website,
names.
though.
It had GameCom and then Game.com. Like some people call it GameCom, but I think it was actually called Game.com. Like I think it was actually .com because
Yeah, I always.
at the time.
Man, we're gonna have like a retro Thursday going with you two.
I do a retro watch every Wednesday, so now it's gonna make me go back and get some handheld games.
Well, like it was so different back then, man. Because I'm not saying publishers don't care now, but back
They
then,
don't. They
back
don't.
then,
They don't
it
give a
was
shit now.
So intense, like you could get such cool stuff, like anything and everything, man. Even if the graphics were only 8-bit or 16-bit.
Nowadays, you either enjoy it or you don't have it. Like,
Oh, look at this comparison! Oh my gosh,
oh my, dude, I've been
that's
thinking
what
about getting.
this is. The bottom one is what I used to go to science class when I was in 6th grade with.
I've been
and
thinking about
Fatal-
getting a PlayStation Vita though.
I was playing Street. No, it was Fatal Fury. I was playing Fatal Fury on my
Fatal
Game Gear.
One Life
Man,
2 play. What have the reviews been for the PlayStation Vita?
I thought it did pretty well. I mean, it's still the same story that they don't have that many titles lined up for it, and everything that they keep saying is gonna come out that sounds good, it keeps getting delayed or canceled.
Because I've been thinking about getting, because like I drive like 2 hours to my dad's and 2 hours back. Don't get it.
I wouldn't get a Vita until you actually see what the PlayStation 4 is all about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rush to go get a Vita right now.
I'm getting a Vita for a handheld.
Right, but with the Vita, like the PS3 tapped into it was the ability to use your game saves. Like you could load your save from like your PS3. So you want to kind of wait to see where it's going to branch out with the PS4.
You know what the best portable gaming device is?
PSP.
No.
Portable gaming device.
I would say
DS.
DS? No.
MacBook Pro. I'm out.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the.
Actually,
Go retire, old man. Get out.
They are actually really good.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get the fuck out of here.
It's the best portable device, right? It's portable.
No, it isn't. My Sony Vaio is. No, I know. I'm buying a new computer though. I'm getting I forgot the exact name, but I'm getting a triple monitor. I don't know. I'm getting One Life 2 Fire. Are you like good about like computers? What computers to get that aren't Macs?
No, I gave up on PCs about 3-4 years ago.
Damn it.
I'm good for it though. See, I'm a Windows guy, but I love my Linux too.
Alright then. Alright, so should we close this episode up?
Well, no, because I want to tell everybody what my very first console was I ever owned.
Oh god. It's gonna be like the brown box or something.
No, it was the Atari 2600 that was half broken. It was the first electronic I physically repaired because, and I know Braz is gonna remember this, but on the joystick paddle, if you got the optional joystick paddle for it, like it had this ball on the very end of it, and if that ball wasn't sitting inside the groove, it wouldn't catch the right way. It's kind of
which one was this?
It was on the 2600. It wasn't on the.
Oh yeah, okay. The 2600 was the first one I had.
Yeah, but like the ball, it's not like these modern controllers where it sits on a spindle like that. It sat inside a groove, and I spent like 3 hours trying to get it re-lined up inside that groove to get it to work, but I got it to work, and I had many hours of fun playing Asteroids and Pac-Man Deluxe and Arkanoid, which is like my all-time favorite game ever. I love me some Arkanoid.
I played Pitfall, and my first gaming blog was called Off the Wall, and everybody couldn't figure out why I called it Off the Wall Gaming. Do you remember the game on 2600 Off the Wall?
I think so, yeah. It was kind of like Pong, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Pong. It was that kicking guy. He had to keep kicking the bricks. That was the very first game I ever played. Ever. I played that game Off the Wall.
First one I played was Kirby.
Kirby? On Game Boy?
No, that was on the... I had the Super Nintendo before the Game Boy.
Okay.
Dude, that Kirby game's like... Now that I think about it, that graphic still kind of upholds to today's like Kirby type stuff.
Because 2D graphics...
Because Nintendo never changed.
I know.
Never changed.
Wow, I kind of missed that game.
That's why Nintendo was so strong, though. That's why they held the market for so long, up until, because what happened, Nick, is Sony was approached by Nintendo. It wasn't the other way around. Nintendo approached Sony because they were saying that the new wave is going to be CD technology. And this was in 1990, 1989, somewhere in there. And so they did this joint venture. Sony didn't want to do it. Like, the big reps didn't want to do it, but what's his face? I can't think of his name now, but the guy that designed...
Mark Twain?
No, it was the guy that originally designed the PS1. And he was like, look, we got to get involved in this. He goes, there's going to be so much money to be made. And it was probably the best decision Sony's ever made. But Nintendo backed out at the 11th hour and said that they were going to go work with Philips, I think. Was it Philips that they were going to work with? Toshiba. To make the drive? Was it Toshiba that they were going to make their console? Yeah, it was Toshiba. Yeah, like after Sony had already designed a system and they had a prototype ready for CES 1991, and so I think, well, a few years later, of course, the PS1 came out. They were able to ditch the cartridge because the original one had a cartridge base and it had the disk drive.
You know what Sony did with that technology?
Cool.
Anyone?
Gave it to
They sold it.
No, they still have
Sold
that. They kept that technology, didn't they? With
They made the Jaguar.
Yeah.
They made the Jaguar.
The car?
That's
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you remember doing this?
Hell yeah, the Virtual Boy.
Dude, there's so many consoles I don't fucking know about.
I'm trying to find what was the name of the one that it just covered up one eye. I can't remember that one.
Eye patch.
No, it was
The
just
game
like this
patch.
thing that came
The
over your
game
eye.
patch.
No,
It was like
it was red something. It was. Oh, I don't know why I can't remember that. iGaming system something.
Yeah, it wasn't very successful either, but it was the thought that counted. And
But like my friend had the Virtual Boy, but I had that. I had this thing that just went over your eye.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like virtual reality. It was supposed to be the answer to the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, it wasn't. I still wanted to go to my friend's house to play his Virtual Boy.
See, and that's the thing, like, Nick, you missed it, man. You missed all the sweet consoles. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Xbox and PS3 are cool in their own right, but, man, there was so much more back in the day.
I'm glad I missed it, because...
Nah, you didn't. Man, you should not have missed all this.
We got, like, super cool games. We got the games that you guys are playing now and thinking, oh, this game's really cool, but we played it, like, 10, 15 years ago.
Right, like, you guys
are underestimating me. I've played a lot of... Oh, man.
Because ultimately, like Call of Duty, that's a ripoff of Doom.
That's Doom, yeah. Quake.
Yeah, Quake and Doom.
Well, yeah.
No matter what, there's going to be rip-offs of... Everything is ripped off of something, so let's just not even get started on that. Let's end the episode.
Not when that came out, it wasn't a rip-off of something.
Exactly.
We've been going for 2 hours, and this is, like, dragging on.
But we got viewers up on here, they're all like, yeah!
Whoop.
Yeah, they're liking it.
Uh-huh.
They are. Well, everybody make sure to tune in next week. I don't know, we'll figure
And Sub Bunny. Sub Bunny and refreshing all of his videos 20 times. Unsub that.
Everybody should sub to One Life to Play, as you know.
Yes.
Like you said, Retro Thursday.
For our elderly retro gaming expert.
Wow, did you just throw elderly and retro?
Alright, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 12. Leave a like, sub Bunny, fuck Die Hard, sub One Life to Play. Get that shit out of here. That's ugly as hell.
That's what I'm going out with, man. That's what I'm going out with.
Oh, yeah. That was
Have a good night.